Hello, Cancer. This is Sherry Simpson. This is your September reading, and I pulled a handful of cards for you. I pulled about 4 cards for you before I got started. So my name is Sherry Simpson. I'm a transformational life coach. I currently have a love and money healing program that is starting on September 9th, if that's interesting to you. It is for 1 month, and it's in a private Facebook group. I also have been doing past life consultations, which have been a lot of fun if you're interested in that. And I'm also doing card pulls where I pull 1 card for you a day for 15 days. So you get to ask me essentially 15 questions. So let me know if that's interesting. I'll leave the information in the description below. So let's get into your cards for this month. So in September, when I was tapping into your energy, I kind of got the sense that you were done. And I want to ask, are you happy? I want to ask if you feel like you can have it all. So the cards that came up, the very first one that came up is the Foundation and Achievements card. And I get the sense that a piece of you has been believing that your achievements are about, often for Cancers, your achievements are about how you serve other people. And they're about sometimes the things that you accumulate and sometimes the things that you do. But what I want to ask you is are the things that you've been accumulating, is your past, or are the things that you've been experiencing, are they bringing you the joy and the happiness that you thought that you would receive? Can you tap into allowing yourself to have more? So I almost get the sense that some of you are thinking, like, is this it? Like, this is what I get? Like, this is all, like, this is what life is? And that's sort of making you want to turn around and crawl back into your Cancer shell, into your crab shell. So I want you to tap into, yes, you can have more. Yes, you can do more. Yes, you can receive more, because Cancers tend to be so open-hearted and so giving and wearing your heart on your sleeve. And it's almost as though when you do more and more and more and more for other people, you have this tendency to believe that it will come back to you, but you don't allow it all the time to come back to you. So by seeing this card, what it means to me is, are you looking at where you are? Are you looking at your house, and are you looking at it saying, like, this is the best thing ever? This is exactly where I want to be. There's a perfect rainbow. It's been raining, and now the sun is coming out, and now there's joy, and now there's abundance. Or are you looking at it going, it's not exactly what I wanted? So how do you build, or how can you get into a place of building a new foundation where you're actually allowing yourself to receive more and allowing yourself to tap into what is it that you really want? So if you've been spending the last 20 years accumulating things that have been achievements but have not actually brought you the joy or brought you the rainbow or brought you the happiness and the fun that you really want or desire, then how do you balance that differently? How do you release the connections to the past and actually step into a place of, no, I want more, I deserve more, I'm allowed to receive, and this is now what I want to create? So see if you can tap into that. This is a 4 card, which makes me think there has to be some balance, and often you're overgivers and under-receivers, so how can you tap into balancing that more? Yes, you're very, even though you're a water sign, but all of you tend to be quite earthy signs, so you really like nature. Nature is important to you. Connection with people is really important to you. So how do you tap into allowing yourself to receive more so that you can bring the rainbows into your life that you deserve? The second card that came up, this one is considered a minor arcana card, which means that it's about sort of everyday things that you've been doing. This is a major card, and it's the Triumph card, so it's a 7. And this woman, when I look at this picture, it's as though she's deciding that she's triumphing over her past, that she's actually going to create success, and she's going to allow herself to have more. Horses are very strong-willed animals. They're very smart animals. Obviously, that's how we got horsepower when it comes to engines. So horses are very strong and powerful. You have a very strong and powerful aspect to you. You can basically create whatever you want, but you need to get behind what it is that you're choosing to create. And you also need to get into that past and step into that place of, just because this is what I've had in my past doesn't mean that this is what I have to have in my future. Triumph is about victory. It's about you becoming victorious over your old self and creating a new one. It's about you connecting into oneness and connecting into all that is, and knowing that life is limitless, that you don't have to keep limiting yourself. It's about victory and triumph, but it's also about success. It's about you successfully tapping into creating some kind of balance with the foundation that you have, so you're feeling very grounded and safe to come out of your shell, but you're also feeling very successful. You're also feeling like you can receive, and that it's natural for you to be able to triumph over your past and to actually create more. Yes, you're going to need some strength in order to do that, but you have it available to you. The next card that came through, I kind of got a laugh because it was the balance card. And the 11s are, to me, are a double pillar. When you see 11s on clocks, for me, it's about your spirit guide team saying, yes, you're actually connecting into wholeness. You're connecting into who you are on your masculine, egoic, human, logical side, and you're tapping into who you are on your spiritual, feminine, emotional side, and that the idea of you walking between the pillars of the human life and the spiritual life is that you're in a place of wholeness. So in order for you to be able to gain more achievements and to feel grounded and safe to do so, you're going to have to triumph over your past, but you're going to have to do it in a way that really feels balanced between both worlds. So if you've been living in the human world or in the spiritual world, but you're not been living in both, then allow yourself to connect into that. Allow yourself to be connected. It's very cool that in this picture, he has all 4 of the different items or the different tools that you could use. So he has a sword, he has a cup, he has the pentacles, and he also has a staff. It's like he has all of the things available to him, and he has wings so that he can be very light and he can be very balanced. So he has all of these tools that he can use in the human world, but he also has all of the tools that he can use in the spiritual world as well. So how do you step into knowing that you have all the balance, that knowing that your achievements that you've achieved so far have been amazing, and you've done a lot of hard work. You've done a lot of horsepower work, but are they actually bringing you the abundance that you desire? Are they bringing you the relationships that you desire? Are they bringing you the success that you desire? Are you triumphing now, or can you get into a place where you're going to triumph over your past and what was, and create something that is even better, that is and more for you, that is and better, allowing yourself to have success in different ways? And doing it in a place of balance, doing it in a place of balancing who you are on a human level and who you are on a spiritual level, also your masculine and your feminine, and really balancing who you are on the inside with who you are acting on the outside. So that instead of just, telling your friends, I really want this and I really want that, but I hate my job and I want a new one, but you're just going to keep going back to your old job, or I don't like this relationship, and so I don't want to be in it anymore. I'm doing the half dance in, half dance out. Either decide to commit to the relationship or decide that you're going to move on and do something. So I get the sense that this is sort of a month for you where you're going to move forward and triumph and create your own successes. You're going to overcome your past if there's been anything preventing you, and you're really going to do it in a balanced way. The other card that I picked out for you was an Animal Tarot card. And this is the Parrot card. And the parrots are, they're a lot about communication, and they're a lot about a vibrancy. So how can you tap into communicating with yourself and communicating with others? You, Cancer, you have a tendency to be able to hold a crowd, that you can actually speak in front of people and you hold their attention. Are you doing that in a way that serves you? Can you do that in a different way where you're actually using language to actually create the success and triumph over your past? Are you doing it a way where not necessarily that you want people to look at you and to see you, but parrots are fun. Like, people like to interact with parrots. They're fun to, and macaws. I think this might actually be a macaw, even though the name on the card is parrot. And they interact with you. They're witty. They're smart. Like, this is you. This is you wanting to interact with people. It's you wanting to have a little bit more fun and to be more playful. This is you grounded in nature. It's you feeling light and airy. So how can you tap into the parrot energy this month, allowing yourself to triumph, allowing yourself to create some balance, and allowing yourself to from a foundational way, because I know that security is big for you. Can you actually achieve all that you desire in a new way, allowing yourself to do things a little bit differently, allowing yourself to receive more? So that's all I have for you this month, Cancer. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.